guys, my Mouse74 with another video review. We're now getting into the Transformers Prime Deluxe size figures. Here is Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. Pretty cool looking figures, and he does come with two blasters, which I'll be showing a little bit later on during the review. So let's take a look at the back. Gives you a little bio at the top, and all that reads is Bumblebee is a brave Autobot warrior and scout. Also shows you a picture of Bumblebee in his robot mode and his vehicle mode, an Autobot logo behind the vehicle mode, Transformers Prime at the bottom you can also watch on TV. Other figures you can also collect: Optimus Prime, RC, Bumblebee, Ratchet, and Cliffjumper. So let's get Bumblebee in his vehicle mode and see what he's all about. Alright, so here we have Transformers Prime, Robot in Disguise, Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, and he does come with two little blasters which you can also combine to make a double blaster because they both have peg holes on the top and pegs on the bottom, and it really doesn't matter which one you put on top because they both peg in pretty good. So just press down nice and tight, and this is what it looks like when it's combined, and it really isn't all that bad. So you want to take Bumblebee, there's a peg hole on the hood of the vehicle right there, and you just take the blasters and you plug it in like so, and this is what it looks like. So it's really not all that bad of a figure as it seems to be. I like it really myself, but that's just me. Oh, for detail wise, I'll give you a little bit of detail before I give you guys a close up and all that fun stuff. He does have some black racing stripes on both sides of the hood right here and here as well. On the roof, he does have some black racing stripes along the roof on one side and on the other side as well. Coming down to the bottom, he does have some black racing stripes along the back right here and right there as well. So I just wanted to point that out. So now I'll give you guys a full 360, and then I guess we can discuss some detail as we move along. He does have some more black racing stripes along the side of the vehicle right here and along the back wheel. I guess my only gripe about the figure, I wish they would have added some detailing in the back for the backup lights here and there. Maybe some silver or some white detailing for the license plates along the back, but other than that, I like this figure. He's pretty cool. And then along the other side, he does have some black racing stripes along the back wheel, and along the side of the car, he does have some more black racing stripes. And I think he has the same color blue translucent windows as well as the first edition, so I'll give you guys a comparison with that as well. So for size comparison, here's Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee alongside with Transformers Prime First Edition Bumblebee, and you can obviously tell the size difference between the two figures, and one is a different color yellow than the other. First Edition Bumblebee seems to be a darker yellow compared to the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee is a much more of a lighter yellow, and the First Edition has just a little bit more detailing, whereas the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee has less detailing. And the Autobot logo is on the First Edition, whereas there is no Autobot logo on the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. So I'll give you guys a full 360. That way you guys can see all around the difference between the two figures. So this is what I was talking about earlier. The First Edition Bumblebee has more detailing in the back, and the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee has none. But like I said, I don't want to complain too much. So this is just a size comparison between Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee versus the Transformers Prime First Edition Bumblebee. So here's a final look of Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, and then I'll show you how to transform him into his awesome looking robot mode. The transformation is really quite simple, and it has a very unique automorph to it, which I'll show you during the transformation. Really neat. So now let's get on to the transformation to his robot mode. Alright, so to go ahead and put Bumblebee in his robot mode, what you want to do is come around the back, and these will actually become Bumblebee's feet. Just like so. And bring the feet down, and then just separate like so. So you pretty much have Bumblebee's feet done the way you want them to be. Next, what you want to do is you want to grab the roof of the vehicle and just bring that back and open up the doors like so, do the same thing with the other side, open up the door. And then you want to just bring the arms down without him separating. Bring the arm down like so. Do the same thing with the other side. Bring the arms down. And then the back half, you just want to flip that down underneath and bring that down like so. And lastly, the Automorph. This is exactly why I love this figure. Such a cool looking design. All you want to do is take the arms and you pull out and boom. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is just so awesome. Oops. So that's pretty much how you want Bumblebee to look in his awesome looking robot mode. And just to get him, just a matter of getting him to stand properly. So that's how you want him in his robot mode. Really, really such a cool looking figure, very well designed. So now I'll give you guys a full 360, that way you guys can see how awesome he looks in his robot mode, and then I'll give you guys a close-up, that way you guys can see up close and personal how cool he just really is. Very cool looking figure. As I said, I really do like the design of the mold. Really well done on Hasbro's part. Really, really well done. So now I'll give you guys a close-up so you guys can see for yourselves how cool this figure really is. Such an awesome looking figure, and he does really have nice lead piping in the eyes as well, so that's pretty cool. So now I'll give you guys a quick size comparison with the first edition Bumblebee. So for size comparison, here we have Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise with the Transformers Prime First Edition Bumblebee. But before I continue, I just want to say I really do like the RID figures only because the joints seem a little bit tighter. Don't get me wrong, I do love the First Edition figures. I'm really glad that I have them all in my collection. But I just think that the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise figures are much better. Like I said, the joints seem a little bit more tighter. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I'm sure everybody else has their opinion, but that's just me. So I'll give you guys a full 360. That way you guys can see all around the difference between the two figures. As you can see, that the first edition figure Bumblebee is just a little bit more taller than the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. So now I'll give you guys a full 360. That way you guys can see it all around. So that's the size comparison between Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee and the Transformers Prime First Edition Bumblebee. And you can also tell the color difference. The first edition seems like it has more of a darker yellow compared to the Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee as well. So that's pretty cool. So I'll give you guys the final look of Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee in his awesome looking robot mode, and then I'll go ahead and show you how to put him back into his sports car mode. So to go ahead and put Bumblebee back into his car mode, really quite simple, and again with the Automorph, really, really well done, really cool. You just take the arms and you fold the arms in like so, and the front half of the car is pretty much done. And then you want to take the back half, the window on the back, you just want to pull that out like so, and then the top half, just kind of line it up like so. Next, what you want to do is you want to come down to the arms and just hold. Take your thumbs and hold down along the side because they will tend to pop out of place. Just take the arm and bring it back up like so, and do the same thing with the other arm. You just want to take the other arm and bring it back up. Kind of line everything all up like so. And then you want to come down to the feet. There's a peg right here, and there's a hole right down at the bottom. You just take the peg and you just kind of peg them together like so. And finally, once you have it looking like this, you want to come down to the legs, bring the legs all the way back like so, and then just bring the back half around like so. If you guys can see, there's 2 pegs on the bottom of the window here and there, and there's 2 peg holes along the back here and there. And you just want to take the pegs and just peg them together, and they should peg in nice, just like so. And then it's just a matter of tightening everything together. And then you want to close this door here like so. Do the same thing on the other side. You want to close the door. There's a little peg, not a peg hole, but there's a little notch right there, and there's a little peg right there. You want to close that door to meet that little peg like so. And this is how you want to be back into his vehicle mode. And then you take the double cannon and you just peg that in there like so. And that is how you want him to be. Whoops, just make sure everything's together. And that is how you want him to look when he is back into his car mode. It's a really, really simple transformation. You cannot go wrong. So this is Mike Mouse 74 with my video review of Transformers Prime Robot in Disguise Deluxe Class Bumblebee. Pick him up. He's really not all that bad of a figure. Really cool. The Automorph is just phenomenal. Really well done. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, support the mouse, support your Transformer community. Stay tuned for more reviews and much, much more. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care. Coming up next from the RID line, Transformers Prime Robot in Disguise Wheeljack. Very awesome looking figure. Stay tuned, guys.